Welcome everybody. I said welcome earlier, but it's really nice to see you here. It's been a fantastic day. I think I was overwhelmed in the service this morning as I listened to my daughter making her vows. It takes you back to when you made your own vows, and I think there's a two-sided thing. You listen to your own vows that you made, and you listen to your daughter making her vows, and it is great to have you all here to share in what is a fantastic occasion. So thank you for coming and thank you for sharing. And I would like to say a special thank you to Steve Owens, who led the service this morning, because I think I've had so many comments about how well he did, and we are truly grateful, Steve, for the way you led that through and what you communicated, and you made this morning absolutely fantastic, so thank you. I would say some more thank yous, but I've got to leave some math to do later, so I should keep my mouth shut on a lot of things I would love to say to other people now, and we'll move on. Now, I'm going to be my usual light-hearted self most of this, which Catherine is scared stiff about it, because she knows I've been digging out photos, and I found some of the ones that she hasn't been putting up. But before I move on to the entertainment, I thought we'd start off with a few serious slides, because I think I'd like you to share with me on something that was very serious. So we have our start. I've lost my daughter. She's no longer a Pymm. She's a Kiernan. And we're very glad about that, Matt. You did extremely well. So this is Catherine at 1 day old. Just to prove I had some hair once. And my beloved wife. I'm going to go back and talk about these in a second, but we'll just get one more. And that's my two oldest children, Jonathan and Rachel, holding Catherine. Now, why was Catherine so special? Well, my family will know what I'm going to say now, that we had Jonathan and we had Rachel, and then we had baby Michael, and baby Michael died after 5 weeks. And obviously, Matt was a tremendous shock, and we decided we would have another child, and Barbara had several miscarriages, and we started to wonder, would we actually have another child? And we prayed, and we prayed, and we had another child. And I just thought back the other night, and just looked back and think, Catherine is God's gift to us. You love all your children, but I think if you look at the way Jonathan and Rachel holding Catherine, I think there's just something in that photo of how special Catherine was when she was born. She had promised to us that we would have another child. Anyway, I promised not to be serious for too long, but I did want to start off like that because Catherine has been a gift to us. The last 5 years she moved back in and lived with us. I think we'll always treasure that. Matt will take her away now. But it's been very, very special to see your daughter grow up, become an adult, find a boyfriend, find a very special boyfriend, and get married. So we're going to lose Catherine now, but we will really treasure these last 5 years because she's been very special at home nurse. Anyway, I could get on to the bits now Catherine's been looking forward to. So this is Catherine at 1 year. Catherine has always been a very modest child. I had other photos, but I decided I'd go with this one, otherwise I might not be too popular. Catherine at 2 years, and I think that's got a lot to me, but just the way Catherine is holding herself, the way she's dressed, that is my special little daughter at 2 years old. Catherine at 5. And look at that smile. A little has changed. If you look at her now, that smile is still there. And she's a very happy daughter. My daughter turned into an angel. We've skipped a few years, Catherine at 15, if you can read what's on there. Now that's a very tame shot, isn't it, for a birthday? But those of you who came to Catherine's birthday parties will remember it was not so tame. We used to run around the house with her and her friends with teddy bears hidden in every room. We used to kill the teddy bears. This was part of family entertainment. Catherine loved doing this. Another fact you may not know about Catherine is that she's very good at designing games. Having started on the teddy bear game, where we ran around the house killing inanimate objects, we moved on to interactive Cluedo, which Catherine designed, where we ran around the house killing live people. So Catherine and Lizzie are responsible for the design of that game. So if you need something designing along those lines, talk to Catherine. That's Catherine getting baptised in the swimming pool in our garden. So I think you can just about see Mel from Brooklyn Baptist, who is performing the service. And it was great to see Catherine decide what she believed and to nail her colours to the mast and to make a public declaration of where she was. And we've seen her carry on and go to Brooklyn Baptist. You've seen the service this morning. And Catherine's faith is for real. And Barbara and I are delighted, obviously. So it's great to see Catherine decide to do that. I love my daughters to do modelling for me. So there we have Catherine on the right, Lizzie in the middle, and a friend posing for me. So I was extremely pleased that she did what she was asked. I got lots of hits on that, by the way. Catherine took her degree, her psychology degree at Southampton. After 3 years, she got there. And I've had some comments on the next photo. Proud parents celebrating. I was told not to put my shirt that one for some reason, I can't think why. But yeah, we were very pleased to see Catherine get her degree. It was very interesting, but I, as a mathematician, loved imposing maths on her, and Catherine escaped from her maths, and she went to do a psychology degree. And suddenly she found there was lots and lots and lots of statistics in it. And she came home and she said, "Dad, can you help me with statistics?" And I had to say, no, it's beyond what I've done. Catherine's first car. Now the story of that picture is not actually the car, it's a car before we tried to get. Catherine knew what she wanted and she found it on the internet. It was the right make of car, it was the right colour of car, it was in absolutely immaculate condition, and it got a very low mileage. It was just too good to be true. So she put a deposit on this car, and we went up to London to collect it. And we found a guy that parked it out on the road. He was part of a garage, and he left us to look at it while he was selling the car to somebody else. So we looked at this car, which was in immaculate condition, and found the scratches all along it, the damaged wheel arch, the bumps and dents in it. We looked at the mileage on it, and it was not low mileage. So the guy came across and we pointed out it was not as advertised, and Catherine was rolling her eyes and saying, "We are not taking this." And he said, "Well, it was okay when I parked it on the road last night." And the mileage is sort of approximate when I told you what was on there. But he said, "If you take it, I can do it up, so it won't look anything like this. You won't recognise it if you take it." And Catherine was standing in the background saying, "No, no, no." So we came back without that car. We celebrated that evening. We had not bought a car, and we moved on to this one, which has been a far better buy. Oops. Okay, we missed that one. So I've just skipped past, I don't know how to get back. I skipped past the one where Matt came on the scene. So I have to describe my previous photo, which was Matt at a murder mystery party. Because Catherine loved murder mystery parties and things like that, she may have gathered. So Matt appeared on the scene. And I asked myself, would he manage to woo my daughter? Would he know how to do it? Well, I think Matt found a way to Catherine's heart, as we could see tonight. And I wondered again how serious this was going to be. and events unfolded. So, how serious were Matt and Catherine? Well, Catherine used to lie until 11 o'clock in the morning. But when Matt came into his Bookham 10K, she persuaded me I was going out at 8 in the morning to take photographs. And it was wet, and it was muddy. And I thought, is this really my daughter? How can this be? So what was going to happen next? I had to have this photo in. I thought, actually, we should write a caption competition. What was going on there? I think the key to it is actually, in the words just over Catherine's head, having their own ideas. You can perhaps guess what's in Catherine's mind. I'm not quite so sure what was going on in Matt's mind, but you notice the company toy, which was a common feature of their relationship. So I wondered where we were going, and one day I found out. Matt took me aside and said, hypothetically, if I took your daughter away on holiday and proposed to her, hypothetically, would you object? So I said, hypothetically, if he did, and hypothetically, if she accepted, we'd be very glad to welcome him into the household. So off they went on holiday, or at least I took Catherine to Dorking railway station on her way to catch the flight, and I pulled her suitcase up the steps, which I normally grouse about, and we'd been sworn into secrecy for obvious reasons, so Catherine did not know what was coming, and I knew. And I was overwhelmed on that platform. You see your daughter going away for something that you know she's really, really looking forward to. So I gave her a big, big, big hug. And she was totally mystified as to what had happened today at that point. And off she went away on holiday. And Barbara and I camped out at the end of the telephone, waiting for what we knew would be coming when she was ecstatic over it. And we waited the day after day, after day, after day, and started to wonder what was going on. I think Matt was tormenting her. So Matt waited till the end of the holiday, and then he proposed to her. And so, he had won my daughter's heart, and needless to say, she accepted. So, my next photo is of the hen do, where they dressed Catherine up out of blue paper. That dress is completely made out of blue paper. And I got really excited and asked if she was happy to have that for her wedding dress. Okay, we'll wrap this up. If you've seen Back to the Future, there is one magic moment in there. They go back in time to 1955. And there's one day in 1955 where the whole of their future seems to come back again and again and again to one day in 1955, one moment that changed everything. Well, fortunately, Matt and Catherine had the same afternoon where one moment changed everything, and I happened to be there with my camera. Okay, what happened that afternoon that made it so special? Well, Jonathan came with his Star Wars lightsaber, and Benjamin, my grandson, produced his lightsaber, and Matt and Benjamin started playing with his lightsabers and had enormous fun. I actually lost a photo of them, which is a shame, it was the idea I wanted to show. But I captured this one, which was just after Benjamin had killed Matt. At least I think Matt was dead. He sort of died taking Benjamin down with him. And Benjamin was stunned, and Isabella is looking on as well, thinking this is amazing. So what did this moment mean to them? Why did it alter things for them? Benjamin and Isabella, what did it do? Well, they decided that day that Matt would be their uncle. And they both decided from then on, at meal times, they're going to sit each side of Matt. So Benjamin on one side and Isabella on the other side. This caused a few problems because Catherine was excluded from this. And Benjamin and Isabella needed educating, but they hadn't actually got Matt as their uncle yet. What did it mean for Michael and Rachel, who are Benjamin and Isabella's parents? Well, I saw them looking on, and their eyes popped out. They suddenly realised that if Matt was in the family, they got a built-in childminder forever. Matt was fantastic for children.
Love you, Matt.
So, from that moment, Michael and Rachel were constantly encouraging Catherine that yes, Matt was the right person. They also decided they wanted a built-in babysitter. Michael and Rachel also decided they needed to avail themselves of this free babysitting service. So when Matt and Catherine got their house in Wallington, Michael and Rachel decided they needed to move house. And they were very unsuccessful moving house. I think they must have put offers on 11 different houses over the course of the next period. No, we've got help. I have my trusty helper here, and he's just telling me he's died. So I think we might have a little reset issue here. The other thing doing here tonight is actually my father died very recently, and I just look around with all my family here and think how glad he would have been to be here. Yeah, because my dad was always one for family. And I think I appreciate my family so much as well. So yeah, it's just a memory of how much we are together as a family. It's lovely to see my family come a long way to be with us. And we're coming back to the magic moment. Okay, so where was I? Did you expect that? So you'll notice in the middle we've got Wallington with a red circle where Matt and Catherine are actually now living, and the blue circles are Michael and Rachel's attempts to make maximum use of him.
You're missing two.
Yeah, I'm missing two, but I think you get the picture. Okay, what did this mean to Jonathan and Rachel? Jonathan and Rachel being my oldest children. Well, they looked at Michael and Rachel and thought, we're missing out here. They've already got a nab Matt's services for looking after their children. What can we do about this? They had no children at the time. So 9 months later, baby Peter arrived on the scene. And in that 9 months in between, they thought, we're already falling behind in the competition stakes here. What can we possibly do to make Matt favour baby Peter? So they thought back to that magic moment. They thought back to the Star Wars logo. They thought back to a lightsaber battle. But we need to do something, and it took them 9 months to come up with a name. But eventually they came up with a name to capitalise on Matt's love of Star Wars. Peter was born. Peter William Ernest, names of his grandfathers. Skywalker. Now you all know where the name Skywalker came from. They may tell you differently, but we all know now why they came up with the name Skywalker. It was all so they could get hold of Matt's services in bringing him up. Okay, back to this picture. Who else do we need to talk about the effect, the long-term effect that history had on Lizzie? What did it mean to Lizzie? Well, Lizzie's panicking now. Lizzie is my youngest daughter, And she thought, well, Michael and Rachel have got their children, they've got a head start. Jonathan and Rachel are married, so they have a head start in producing children. I'm not married, I don't have a boyfriend, but I need to get hold of Matt's favours in due course when I have my child. What can I do to win his attentions now? What does Matt like? So Lizzie bought her running shoes and started training, and Lizzie is now doing 8-mile runs, so that Matt will notice her. So that when her time comes, she will see his favours also looking after her children. I would also like to point out that lots of Croydon Harriers here who are into running, and my daughter is sitting over there. Okay, we haven't finished on this moment in history. We've forgotten one key person who's involved in this. Catherine. What did this mean to Catherine? Well, just outside the photo, Catherine was sitting there with her notebook, with her checklist of all the skills and things she expected from Matt. And she suddenly realised that even if Matt wouldn't give her children, she would grow up with one big child for the rest of her life if she had Matt. So we watched Catherine put that final tick in the box, and history was made. We're all here today because of that moment when Catherine decided Matt was going to marry her. So I would like you to take your glasses and join me as we wish Matt and Catherine a historic moment today to follow that other historic moment, and all the best for the future. To Matt and Catherine.
Hi everyone. There's no PowerPoint presentation for me, so you'll just have to get used to looking at our smiling faces for this speech instead.
It works.
Good. For those of you who don't know, my name's Jim.
And I'm Terry.
We are Matt's joint best men. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, that having two best men isn't traditional. You should just have one best man. The group should pick the best man that's his favourite, the one that they think is going to do the best job. But I'm here to defend that, because when you have two people as perfect as me and Terry, you can't possibly choose between them.
I'm fortunate enough to have been best man on 2 previous occasions. And there's always a bit of pressure when you write a best man speech. Would you actually say how many times you wind up a groom? How many times you compliment the bride? Certain taboos you can or can't talk about. So a couple of things here which we'll go through. See if it applies to the young man. Huge drunken nights out. He hasn't had any, he's never been that drunk. Crazy ex-girlfriend. He hasn't had any, let alone crazy ones. Big lads holidays. We went to Magaluf once, he was in bed by 10 every night. Run-ins with the police. Well, he lost a passport in a nightclub once. He spoke to an officer about it, but that don't really count. Embarrassing stag do's. That's something I can talk about. Right, so, picture the scene. Lloyd Park, Croydon, 2 weeks ago. 30 to 40 of Matt's nearest and dearest were all there. They was either wearing one of these, I'm Catherine, or one of these, I'm Matt. And obviously we gave some accessories to make him look beautiful. So after a nice run, we've all gone from a lovely breakfast, followed by an athletes versus cricketers cricket match. We only lost by 1 wicket. Then we look forward to surprising with the evening festivities. We all know he loves telling a bad joke or pun, so we thought we'd give him a taste of his own medicine, took him to a comedy club in Greenwich. After that we went on to a nightclub. Now the evening festivities had ended, So I done my sober best man duty and I gave Matthew a lift home. Now normally, when I'm giving him a lift in a van, we're putting the world to rights, talking about Kiernan Harry's politics and anything and everything that comes into our head. Now, after a few drinks, Matthew didn't see himself. I mean, this is coming from a guy who does podcasts about local gods, so you think he has something to say. Anyway, so Matthew didn't think of it, pulled up at his new flat. The whole time he'd been on his phone. I thought, well, maybe he's texting Catherine or playing poker. So, he's handed me the phone, and it was a brief message, basically said, "Sir Terry, thank you for the lift. You and Jim are legends. Great night tonight. Yes, Lucas does taste funny at 3 in the morning, and I'm going to go in now to go and be violently sick in your van." Just shows you the type of guy you really are. Even though he could hardly string a sentence together, he was that coherent enough to see how I was and make sure that I was okay. So, I mean, it's just amazing because when you're speaking to someone, you give them all the time in the world. It's a great characteristic.
And Matt's always been like that. I knew Matt from the first week of university. We both went to the first meeting of our university athletics club. And I've been racking my brain trying to think of one standout moment, one moment in time that we really bonded over. I'd like to think that it was maybe a hilarious joke that I might have said, or an okay joke that Matt might have said. But it wasn't really like that. What I do remember though is how nervous I was going, because university athletics, as some of you might know, has lots of odd characters in it, lots of odd people. And I was there just hoping that I could find one person, one normal guy that I could just hang out with and chat to. So, when that failed, I ended up being friends with Matt instead. And since then, it's been a great friendship. Matt is someone who has helped me out on countless occasions in the past. And I'm just really pleased that I can be here today for him instead. Not all jokes.
I also met young Matthew through our shared love of athletics. Late 2004, we had both joined the Kiernan Harry's Athletics Club. I'd sort of seen him around, bobbing up and down on the track, and muttered a few words to him. Then one day, I'm on my high five account, which is like an old school Facebook, and he's popped up a notification, "Matthew Kiernan has wrote a testimonial on your wall." And look, thought he said how great I was, he loved training with me. I thought, oh, we've got a new running friend, I'll make sure I look him up. So, I went down there and I did. And I'm really glad I did, to be fair, because I can definitely say, out of everyone he knows, I've got a close relationship to him with someone that he spoke to on the internet. What?
They know.
Oh yeah, of course they did. I'm sorry. The social media's amazing nowadays. Let me guess, LinkedIn.
No.
They tweet and hashtag each other on Instagram. No, Twitter.
No.
Facebook friend?
No.
Oh, it's a dating website.
No, what?
Plentyfish.
No.
Tinder.
No.
Hacker.
No.
What was it? Hey? Shut the front door. Christian connections, ladies and gentlemen. That's an actual site.
It's an actual site.
No way.
I'll show you.
No. I think I saw it. I didn't know it. Okay, like, give these guys. Seek and ye shall find a wife on the internet. Isn't that amazing? You can stand there 4 years later and here you are. To be honest, it's just amazing. I first met Catherine when MK brought her along to Kiernan Harry's night out. We went to watch the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games. And although I've only met you a handful of times, I can tell you're literally a match made in heaven. You make me so happy, Catherine. And I'm just so glad that you're together, basically.
Yeah, good. So as you can tell, my entire anecdotes and stories are all about Matt and athletics. And that's because Matt is in his element whenever he's doing anything related to athletics, whether it's competing, team managing, coaching. In fact, Matt is a completely different person when he's coaching. It's the only time I've ever heard him raise his voice and be loud.
Louder than me.
Yeah, actually louder than her. Because At training, Matt has to shout all the way across to the other side of the track to set off his training group on their training runs. And Matt, being Matt, says exactly the same thing every single time. So maybe twice a week, 5 or 6 times every training session, all you hear is Matt shouting, "When you're ready then, 3, 2, 1, go!" Harvey has got it so ingrained in him that he can't help himself just getting up and running around. Cheers, Harvey.
Hey.
The other thing that Matt does when he's coaching is he has a clipboard under his arm. And whenever he's at the track, he's got this clipboard on him. I've never seen him use it. I've never seen him look at it. I've never seen anything on it at all. It's just there so he feels a little bit more important when he's at the track. So when people show up, they know he's the one in charge of things and he's the go-to man. And these are little things, these are little quirks that Matt has that maybe Catherine doesn't know about. They've only started living together very recently. So, Catherine, when you go home tonight, and it's just you and Matt has carried you over the threshold, and you've dimmed the lights, maybe got a romantic CD, lit a few candles, got the mood just right. Don't be surprised if Matt first thing opens the door, clipboard over his arm, shouting, "When you're ready then, 3, 2, 1, go!" But I'm sure even something as dramatic as that wouldn't dampen their relationship, because I'm going to be serious for a second. I've only met them a few times when they've been together, and when I've seen them, they've been so close. And Matt does so much for so many different people that I feel he deserves to be happy. And with Catherine, I think we can all agree that he's found someone that he can be happy with for the rest of his life. So thanks, Catherine.
One athletics memory that I have of young Matthew, late January 2007, both myself, Matthew and Martin the usher, we was on our way up to Staffordshire. We were about to partake in a gruelling cross-country course followed by a back-breaking army assault course. It was called Tough Guy Challenge. And I know you're thinking, Matthew Kiernan, tough guy. It doesn't go in the same sentence. This is coming from the guy who used to say to me at the start of a race, "I'm sure too short tell." So, that aside, let's give it a go. We've started the race, and obviously we're all following the arrows. Then somehow, MK has got lost, found his way back on track, missed out half the course, which included going under freezing cold water and through fire rings. Got a brilliant time, over the finish line, and none of the organisers realised that this good Christian boy had actually accidentally cheated. He is worrying rotten. Tell Mark, give my medal in, I don't know what to do. Please, I've got to tell him what to confess everything. I mean, I'm quite firmly on that, basically. I'm saying, please, you've been so lucky, let's just go home.
I'd like to take this moment to thank Catherine for a fantastic job at organising this wedding and planning it and putting so much work and effort into it. You look around this hall and the church and what time and effort must have gone into that is huge. I'm just pleased that it wasn't down to Matt just to organise this, because anyone who's been on an athletics team or Matt in charge will know that if it was just down to him, this thing would be chaos. Everything would be all over the place. The minister, Steve, he'd be at the wrong church. The ushers, Dave and Martin, they would have cancelled this morning, got on the phone to Matt, just cancelled because it wasn't worth it. And Matt would now be going around the bridesmaids asking which one of them wants to throw the hammer throw in 20 minutes time.
On the subject of bridesmaids, ladies, I must say you all great today. You've done a fantastic job. So, Nikki, Lizzie and Rachel, thank you. I can't forget. And obviously, I cannot forget the remaining groomsmen, David, Martin, and young Benjamin the page boy, wherever he is. Lads, fantastic job. Good job. I do genuinely feel lucky to class Matthew as a dear friend. And although we don't have daily conversations, he's only ever 11 digits away. I could just pick up the phone, I'd have a bad day, and he'd make it all right with one of his bad puns or jokes. So, you can tell a lot about a person, about the type of friends that he or she keeps, and these two lovebirds are no exception. I can see many of you here that have travelled far and wide just to be here to celebrate their love, and I think that's a beautiful thing, I really do. And I really do hope you have many, many happy years of wealth, warmth, health and happiness. Because I don't have to organise you another stack though. But as an extra little thing, well, quite little, I've put together some photos of your amazing time together. Okay? A couple of late nights, so I think it's worth it. So literally,
Before we go, I think any stag do, and stag best man's speech wouldn't be complete without everyone saying how lovely Catherine looks today. Where as soon as you walk down the aisle, she turned everyone's heads, and I think it's just a beautiful thing.
It really was. I saw young Malcolm wedding up, so it was amazing. That's a beautiful thing. I'll be the same with me. So, that leaves me with a final toast. If you'd like to raise your glasses and join me in toasting MK and CK, the new Mr. and Mrs. Kiernan. Well done.
My speech. Imagine, eh?
Testing.
When you're ready, Dan.
Manatees, 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 manatees. Well, that takes care of the formalities. On behalf of my wife and I, we can't thank you enough for coming along today. It means so much to us for you being here. As I'm sure you can appreciate, today wouldn't have been possible without the monumental help from a significant number of you, and I'd like to take this opportunity now to thank you all. Thanks so much to Barbara, my mum, and an incredible team of volunteers who have been involved with the setting up of today, as well as the catering. They are Marion, Lynn, Kathy, Christine, Nikki, Sue, there's two Christine, sorry, Nitya, Jack, Pete, Kat, Jamie, Julian, Penny, Claire, Roma, Bev, and Rachel. An incredible effort. We are so, so grateful. Barbara, we actually have a gift for you, which Terry will present now.
Oh, dripping water, dripping water. Sorry. Oh no, into the lake. Yeah, sorry, it's dripping a bit.
Barbara and I were actually shopping in the build-up to this, and she said, I think you £10 you can't reach that meat off the top shelf. And I said, oh no, Barbara, sorry, the stakes are too high.
Give him something, Matt.
Thank you also to my parents for all your help and support, especially to my mum for all of her help with cooking for this, another monumental effort. And we also have a gift for you, which I've written Jim, but Terry's up, so Terry will now present.
Thank you, son.
I remember when I was younger, my mum said to me, sorry, or was it my dad? Mum, dad, it's all relative. They said to me, son, son, marriage is like an investment. It provides dividends if you pay interest. Thank you also to the 4 bridesmaids of Lizzie with a Y, Lizzie with 2 I's, Nikki with an I and a Y, and Rachel with an R-A-C-H-E-N-L. And thank you also to Benjamin for his page boy duties, a fellow Ninjago fan. And thanks also to Ellie for the stationery. What to say about my best men, Jim and Terry? Well, neither had an impromptu overnight camping trip in a nightclub, nor have they hallucinated being swallowed by a portaloo 25 miles into the marathon. But in all seriousness, thanks to Jim and Terry for being amazing in all their help in the run up to this and for organising the stag do. From what I remember, this consisted of my favourite activities of running, and a civilised evening's tea drinking in bed by 8 PM. Terry and Jim are in fact friends with 25 letters of the alphabet. They don't know why. Many thanks to Martin and David for ushering. David actually recently broke up with a girl called Simile. He doesn't know what he met her for. And thank you also to those that played in the church band who were amazing. I won't crack a music joke, it's not my forte. And thank you to the Southern Athletics League for not putting a fixture on today's date. Thank you also in advance to Natalie for leading the dance activity, which follows the cake cutting. I had requested 3 hours of hotline bling, but this was unanimously rejected. And thank you also to Bob Spalding for offering to help Natalie with the dance activity, although I probably should have mentioned that before this speech. Cheers, Bob. This wedding is sponsored by lowcostholidays.com. Thank you to them for providing an extra element of excitement in the build-up to this day. Yes, I'm sure you've heard we had indeed booked through them, but don't worry, we've sorted it. Croydon Arena is very nice this time of year. And with thanks to Jonathan for filming and to Tom and Malcolm for the photos. Malcolm has actually inspired me to take some photos of my own. And I think that now would be as good a time as any to share some of my efforts. So here's the first. Good framing, I'm sure you're doing. Here's another. I look forward to my feedback later. I'd like to leave you this evening with the story of Catherine and I's first date, of which I'm reminded about at least once a week, and I'm sure I will be for the rest of our lives together, which, by the way, I'm very much looking forward to. After meeting on Christian Connection, yes, does exist, which remains the greatest £9.99 I've ever spent, upon arrival and seeing Catherine in the distance, I suddenly realised that I, at the age of 24, had no clue how to actually greet someone on a date. I am reliably informed that saying hello would have been sufficient. But instead of this, I showed up to Catherine after out my chest, shook her hand and said, "Hello, nice to meet you," while bowing. True story. Clearly stunned, Catherine stood there motionless, but thankfully for me did not run away. Once inside the high-quality establishment I'd selected, a miserable-looking horse walked in. Oh, sorry, I've just remembered I can't cut that one. Once inside, a massive socialist bear walked in, and Catherine said, "Oh, what's the big claws for?" Sitting down, sitting down, I rather subtly turned the conversation to sport. So Catherine, do you like sport? No, not really. Especially not cricket, golf, or darts. You don't like them, do you? No, I hate them as well, actually. And then it was crunch time. So purely hypothetically, what do you think of athletics?
Rooney!
A pause filled the air. All time had stopped. I clung onto the table, awaiting the answer. It's all right. I immediately jumped up to celebrate this by going to the toilet, except it wasn't the toilet I ended up in, but the smoker's balcony. I glanced around, saw that all was well, and then walked back past Catherine to eventually end up in the loo, which was basically behind where we were sitting. At the station, as we prepared to depart, I was greeted with a similar dilemma that I was faced with earlier. How do you end a date? I opted for the much underutilised, "Oh look, there's my train. Bye," and ran. True story. Thank you, Catherine, for putting up with me that day, but actually giving me a second date and for tolerating me for the 4 years since, and also all the incredible organisation you've done in the run to this. I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. So if you all raise your glasses, please, to the bride. And so it's like a tiny onion, that's shallot. Thank you all for coming.